It's almost always fun and games at Haulover until things go bad and things can turn quickly down here at the inlet. Welcome back, guys, to Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida. Another rough day down here at the inlet. It's going to be interesting to see how the captains fare as they step in the ring in a 5-round battle royale to see who can be victorious, the boats or the inlet. Let's go, round 1, and we're going to have a 4-win stepping in the ring trying to do battle at the inlet. And man, it's always interesting on these rough days when I see these lake boats come out. My man gets a little air right there, and he's actually trying to fly through the inlet, but no! They've got a kid in the bow with no life jacket on, and my man's actually got the throttle pinned on this one. This is just a poor idea, and unfortunately for those of you who've been around for a little bit, you know the rules. Kid in the bow of the boat with no life jacket on will always be a loss here on BVH, and unfortunately the boats are going to take a loss in the first round, even though the captain seems to make it in okay. That's going to bring us to the second round of our contest, where we're going to feature a COBIA trying to make its way out of the inlet. And man, they almost stuff it early. There was some big waves there at the mouth. They're able to pull through. Captain gets on the throttle just a little bit, but he's still playing cautious. I mean, it's a rough day down here at Haulover. He's got to keep this boat moving and keep that bow up if he doesn't want to wind up stuffed into a wave. They are on the north side of the inlet, which is nice. It's a whole lot better than trying to come down the middle, but they really need to make that turn out to try and head north or south to kind of get out of the rough water. But our crew looks like they've handled the worst of it, and it looks like they're going to make it out of the inlet without issue, and they're going to go ahead and take a win for the boats here in the second round, getting the boats on the board and bringing us back to a 1-1 tie. And this is going to bring us to the third round of our competition, where we're going to feature a Nortec entering the mouth of Haulover. And here we go, our crew is approaching. They're up on plane, but they're gonna have some big wake to deal with as one of the big fishing boats just went out. Oh man, our guy in the bow just stood up at the wrong time. They hit this wake and he smacks down hard. Here you're gonna see he just flails back, right back into his chair. He thought he was going to walk back to the stern of the boat, but Haulover said, "Sit down, my good sir," and he winds up right back where he started. Unfortunately for this crew, that's going to give them a loss, and Haulover will take a win in this round. And here in the fourth round, we're going to feature an Element XR7 stepping in the ring to try and do battle with Haulover. This is another one of those vessels that you don't see down here a lot. Not really the most ideal vessel to try and tackle the inlet with, but it does have a fair amount of freeboard. What it doesn't have is a deep V hull design, which means every time this boat smacks down, it's gonna be a pounding on the crew, so you've gotta be a little more cautious. But right now, this crew looks pretty solid. Cap's keeping the boat barely up on plane, a good riding attitude, keeping the bow high, and these guys aren't going to have any issue getting out of Haulover either, and they're going to make it out surprisingly and take a win for the boats. That's going to bring us to a 2-2 tie as we move into the fifth and final round of our contest. Who will take the win? Will it be the boats or Haulover Inlet? Let's go, and we're going to see a Hanover making its way out. Our crew's working pretty solid. Again, the boat's up on plane, trying to keep this thing moving, letting the boat do the work. They are taking some heavy smacks as they try and work their way out of the mouth of the inlet, but so far they look okay. But Haulover's not giving up. It just continues to smack and smack to the point where Captain has to come back off the throttles. Right here, Haulover's basically brought them to a stop because it just kept pounding him as he was going out. And here we can see they still continue to take smacks, and Haulover does it. It knocks the back seat open. This crew's had to come off plane. Their seat's now open. I'm gonna have to give this one to Haulover, and Haulover's gonna take the win in this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens at the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.